Yep. Monday morning, like nice and early. My bad, because I know there was a couple of guys in the last stream I did say, nah, ends, bring back the tune. I hear it, I will, but at the moment, you know what I mean? Take it easy. Big up to G in the building. Monday morning, time to smile, time to be happy. I've also put a poll in the chat for you guys as well. So let me know how you're feeling. And if you guys are not, you know what I mean, feeling great, whatever, let us know in the comments, man. We'll get through it all together, man. But big up, G. Hope you've been blessed first and foremost, bro, before we even talk about football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I've been good, man. I've been good. You just keep trying to keep busy, innit? Trying to keep busy, trying to sort some things out, put some things in place for next year, really and truly. I said I need to stop trying to plan things a day before.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for the new year and that, and things that I want to do, things that I want to achieve, and stuff like that. So, yeah, man, that's just what I've been spending the last couple of days, just trying to do family time. And yeah, man. What about you, man? How you been?
Apart from I told you I woke up with a stiff neck, bro. Apart from that, and I don't know why you tried to diss me backstage about old age and that. I'm not old, innit? I'm young, bro. But for some I don't know, bro. I just slept all funny, bro. Shoulders all it's mad. So I bought some Voltaren. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we'll give it a go. Dude, and you know it's jokes because on the advert, I swear it's like an old guy on there rubbing his shoulder or his back.
When you said it, I googled it quick. I was like, boy, if that's what Ends is using, that's what Ends is using. Like, I can't.
No, that's what I've seen ads, and I was like, okay, run that. Normally, I'd go like heated pad or you know what I mean. But yeah, let me run the Voltaren team blood and see what it does in it. Allow me though, bro, man. You know what I mean?
Anyhow, Ends says like if Ends does a stream tomorrow and he says, "Nah, I feel good." And hey, maybe it is what it is. We'll leave it there.
Oh, allow me, bro. Big up to Demetrius in the building as well. And the real Stabby live. Is that because for some reason I'm getting numbers at the end of you guys' names as well, which I know.
Yes, same. I thought people were changing it, but if you're seeing it as well, then okay, cool.
Nah, I think it's just something because I've seen on other channels they don't like come up like that, which is weird. I don't know. Maybe it's the settings I need to change, whatever it is. But gee, listen, we're not going to be here for too long. Savage will be joining us shortly as well. He's uploading his Mac. But Adam Wharton is the conversation, and the reason why I wanted to make sure you're here as well to have the conversation because you're one of the biggest advocates for this guy that I've seen. You know my feelings on him, bro. It's not that I don't think he's a good player. I just feel like people just overrate him. And maybe sometimes, because I get this, that what happens to me, if I feel like the scale is tipping too far one way, I always feel within me, I have to scale it back. And maybe I just do it on purpose. Maybe I do it without knowing. But I just feel like the scale was going like, oh my days, Adam Wharton comes in, Liverpool go to a next level. And I'm like, I don't know about that. Like, let's bring the scale back over to here. But maybe I should be more balanced in terms of the way I think. But it looks like we're going to go and get this guy. So it's from Davo Cop, exclusive, guys. And it said, I was watching his video. He literally put up a video probably about 36 minutes ago. And he was talking about Semenyo, which is the second conversation I want to have. And also Adam Wharton as well. And he was just saying that, yeah, they've started conversations this week. And it's not a January transfer. It's for the summer. And from what he's hearing, Adam Wharton is excited about joining Liverpool, or he's looking that prospect of going to Anfield is something he's fully considering doing. If he was to leave Crystal Palace. So I want to know where your head is at with this one. Let me just 1 second. Before I get your thoughts, G. Before I get Sav, big up Sav, get Sav in there. And let me just change it back to this and get Sav back in the building here as well. But yeah, G, go ahead, man. What's your initial thoughts hearing all the things around him in terms of potentially it's a summer thing?
First of all, I know that's going to be an expensive signing. Like really expensive. Yeah, I mean, I'm
another record.
I'm gonna say probably cost you, if Liverpool can work something out like money and then add-ons, great. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be 100 million plus deal. I can't even see it being lower than that, just because, to my knowledge, he his contract is still quite long at Crystal Palace. They don't
I haven't checked to be fair and see how long his contract is.
Yeah, now if it's shorter, then take back what I just said. But I'm gonna go with the thought of contract's kind of long. He's likely, now obviously depending on what Tuchel thinks, likely going to be at the World Cup as well. Whether he plays a part or not, he'll be a part of the England team that's going to go to the World Cup. Good player. You already know my feelings on him in terms of as a player. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to be either he moves to Liverpool and it's going to be really expensive, or he'll just be priced out of a move. Like, I think it'll just be one of those, like, he's just going to get priced out eventually, and then Liverpool maybe go back to what we used to do, which is picking up the gems. Yeah, I mean, picking up the players for change and then turning them into whatever. But do I think he's a good player? 100%. Would I be annoyed if he left Palace? Hell yeah, because I don't really want Palace's team to get kind of decimated in the summer. Manager, Gay, now Wharton as well. Munoz is talking about going PSG, Real Madrid, and all these things. So, yeah, I mean, like, it's too many players. So, yeah, with Wharton, 100%, man. I think he's a top player, man. I like him. I think he's one of those players that get a different manager. I think you'll see the best of him. With this manager, I don't know, because I don't know what type of role he would be coming in as, so to speak, considering you've already still got Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, McAllister. If they're all staying, add Wharton to that list. Not to say he can't fight for a place. Of course he can. But Wharton isn't, like, we're not signing, I don't know, Jude Bellingham, where you're like, nah, you're playing. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no negotiations about it. You're playing straight away. Everyone else is going to have to drop to the bench. He is kind of a similar level to the rest of them. He just brings something different to me, you know, kind of thing. So, yeah, good player, but let's see.
Nah. Morning, Sav, bro. How are you, bro? First of all,
man, everybody good?
Yeah, man, bless.
Apart from a stiff neck still, but
what?
He said he's using Voltoro, by the way.
I didn't.
No, wait, what do you mean by that?
But if he listened to the first part of the stream, he would have heard it anyway. So
but why are you mentioning stiff neck, blood? What's going on, bro?
No, I've got a stiff neck. I'm just saying, my neck is. I slept all funny, bro, and my neck is. So I got Voltoro to. As what I, you know what I mean. But I said the irony is there's an old guy on the advert, I'm sure, rubbing like his back or his shoulder with it. And G called me old, so I didn't like that first and foremost. But it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it now.
Old man stuff. I hear it, man.
But how are you first, bro?
I'm good, man. Regular shit, bro. Back to proceedings on that Monday and that. So, yeah, man. All good, bro. All good.
Quick one, Savage, just before you go.
Yeah.
Is it John Cena's? Is it that today? His last?
No. It's his 15th of December, but he's got 2 more appearances before then. I think yeah, okay. two more appearances and that. So yeah,
I saw it this morning. I was just wondering, like, I know you would.
It's been trash. It's been trash. You know, like that. Okay. They need to respect they need to respect John Cena more, bro. It's been terrible, bro, but so good.
Fairs. Sorry, I just had to ask.
No, that's good.
Nah, cool. What about you then, Adam Wharton, bro? Summer signing. Another probably Premier League record's about to be broken to sign him. Dave O'Cott speaking around him, saying he's interested in joining Liverpool, and conversations with the club are taking place over the weekend to see if they can find a solution for the summer.
He ain't coming to Liverpool, bro. These journalists, bro. Every person we're linked to, they say that they're interested in joining Liverpool, then they don't join, bro. So I don't want Wharton, bro, and I don't want any more players under this manager, bro. It's a waste of time. Just get rid of the gaffer, and then we can talk about signing other players, because you're just wasting their careers, bro. Like, it's long. Just keep Curtis. You got Bajcetic. You don't need another midfielder, bro. You got Trey. That's it. That
means he's good, man. Players, though, you know.
He's good, man. You know, like that, bro. You know what I mean? He's just like one of them things. No, yeah, I mean, probably got a chocolate girlfriend, bro. He's got a white dude with a shape up and that. I hear it still. Man, like,
you know, like that. You know, I'm gonna find that.
Yeah. Because if you weren't a footballer, you'd have a Glock in a pouch, bro. I can tell.
Yeah,
you get me.
A pouch is crazy.
Yeah. He's one of them guys still, but big at Wharton. But no, man, it's a good footballer, bro. I don't want to overgas it, because I thought he was decent on his loan, and then came to the Prem. I think like in the January, and then he was good, but then everyone was overgassing it, like they've never saw basic passes in their life, bro. Like it was kind of annoying at that point. I'm like, I hate that because then I can't just. I want to just analyze a footballer and give him some time and that, but everyone was over. 100 mil. All right, bro. I don't care about the price and all that. He's a good footballer, bro, and he's probably got potential to be even better. Do I see it? No, but then again, like I'm not a beg, bro. Like I don't watch Palace every single week. I actually watch Palace a lot more than other teams, but I don't watch them every single week, bro. You know, like that. When Palace are playing 3 o'clock games, I'm not tuning into a Palace game, bro, unless they're playing against also one of the bigger teams. So I think it's good. But there's, like I said, man, there's loads of midfielders that I see who are like him and that. I guess, I don't know, he seems a bit more cultured, doesn't he, for an English don? I think that's why people like him. Kind of like I don't know, bro. He moves a bit more Spanish than an English player, but not particularly interested. If he comes to Liverpool, great. But it's just like great. Like I just can't, because you're right with the big money. That's how much it's going to cost and that. And I am not. If you, man, bro, there's no way man expecting me to be excited over Wharton, bro. That's crazy to me, bro. Not that he's not a good player, but that's just like, that's a good player. Man just got rid of Wharton to get Wharton, bro. Made no sense. Should have just kept Wharton.
And that's the replacement. Obviously, is because remember I said it to you guys maybe a week ago. I saw the that Palace are looking to sign Tyler Morton. And I was like, it makes sense because he's in that same ilk in it of Wharton. He's just Wharton's left-footed and he's right-footed.
Yeah.
If they do that, boy, and then Morton comes in and looks cold as well. I'm like, so we had one and we gave him up to then buy someone else's one. That would be interesting. Obviously, time will tell in it. He could come and not be great, but I think he's a very good player.
He's good though. He's good, but like I see through this, innit? Like I promise, if Wharton wasn't Spanish, bro, I mean, if he wasn't English, he wouldn't be like this, bro. He'd be just as good, innit? But yeah, man, English tax and that, but yeah, God save the Queen on it, so safe.
He's got a wife, by the way.
Huh?
He's married.
He's got a wife.
Oh, he really left the streets, bro. He said, "Don't test my freedom." He tried to lock himself down early. How old is he?
He is 20.
He locked up.
21.
Is he from South?
Everyone said, "Is he from South?"
He was born in. No, he was born in Blackburn. So Blackburn was his club. So yeah.
He got run out of
Big
Blackburn.
up to Henny seconds as well for the Supers. Morocco has a defensive midfielder called Lamine Camara. I've not heard of him, you know.
Yeah, it's decent.
While you're at the computer, is he good? Okay,
he's good.
He would be better than Wharton defensively, and he has a similar progressive play capabilities as Wharton as well.
That's a good analysis of that player. Still, he really is.
Okay.
You even think that, like, now that we brought best in class in certain positions already, not say best in class, we brought top 5 striker that's available, top 3 Isak, I mean, 10s there's not many of them in the world anyway, but apart from Musiala, I don't think anyone else is better than Verts, maybe. But I don't want to just stay off the top. I mean, Palmer, maybe, I don't know. Depends on what you think. But Musiala's the best one, but he doesn't even play in the 10 most of the time. And then like Shirkin, who plays on the right, and everyone says the 10, but clearly no one watched him play. Anyway, so now that we spent that much money and stuff, and now you don't have the control of the money, but eventually you can't spend that much money. Some of the people that we're talking about are not the best in class, but they're gonna cost the best in class money. So why don't we still Liverpool? What G just said, the gems in it, like the Moneyball type players, where on the stat sheet it's like for that player, but he costs 70 mil less, bro. Like I don't understand why you would gonna go out. Like I said, Wharton's good in that, but bro, the people are talking about Wharton costing 100 mil halfway. Like he got back to Palace in January. Man, we're talking about him being 100 mil like 3 months after that. So why would you do that? Why would you do that when you can probably go get somebody of the similar ilk for 50 and 40 mil? It's a question, and it's not my money. Obviously, I don't care. But when you'll only bother me when the club comes into distribute and we've got problems with money. But at the moment, I don't care.
Do you think we? Well, I'm not going to say there's no players out there within that profile you're speaking of. But do you think because the market is now inflated the way it is, even if you go off and go and get the gem, the gem is now a ridiculous amount of money.
No, the
as
gem
well.
will be an inflated price as well, but the best in class,
Hmm.
the best in class is already inflated. So it's like what the sorry, who just sent the super chat when he just on about thingy Lamine Kamara.
Yeah,
That's not like you just said straight away. Like I don't even know who that is, but he's got the similar ilk. That's the kind of signing. Why? I think that's probably why he sent the super chat. You know, like that. Again, we've already got rid of Morton, so it's dumb now, isn't it? But kind of already got Morton. I know G's gonna laugh, but you're not gonna give Bajcetic a chance safe on it, but you've got Bajcetic already.
Yeah.
So it's like before you do that, let this guy, like, seriously, if this gaffer's gonna be worth his money, give him the players that we've already got to use first and see if they can do something. Otherwise, why is Trey not in the team, bro? Because these are all of the similar ilk to Wharton, you know, like that. They don't play exactly the same, but they are from that class, bro. Morton, Trey, Bajcetic, this is all the same class. So why would you just not give the players a chance first, and then, oh, you know what, he's not good enough, let's move. That's what the big teams do, isn't it? Even though, like, you think you lot know you like Barca guys in it, so most of you like the players come from the academy, but you give man a chance before you go and spend all the money. Same with Real Madrid, like it looks like spend all the money in that, but there's gems in there that are up front and right wing and all that, because like, yeah, why would we spend that much money when we can go
Nico,
you know what I mean? And a lot of their gems come from Brazil and that, where I don't know why we don't tap into that scouting market, South America, for some reason, but they're everywhere. It's cheap.
If we were to go and get him, then from a midfield standpoint, he has to play in it. And another question I want to add to that as well, like the players, if we're signing players, maybe they're just thinking about the long haul of Liverpool. So whoever comes in is going to have a group of players that they can easily use, and they got weapons that can do everything that any manager in the world could find a system or a formation to use and get them all in. So probably that's the thinking now, the club, where before it was building it up. Now we're there. Now it's just sustaining, but also making sure this is the place where people can come. And I think players will go, right, this man, that, you know, if you're the Ekatike is there, Isak is there, Wirtz is there. Say if a Wharton comes in and he gets to that level where you know, probably we think he could get to, and then they just look at it and go, rah, maybe I want to go and play in that team. Do you know, like how we look at the Real Madrids and stuff, like, and maybe like a Bayern and a Barca, where you look, there's so many top class players in their team. Sometimes it isn't really the club itself, but like just thinking about the types of players that can go and play alongside, for players thinking maybe that's where the recruitment team is thinking. I'm just speculating, but
what you're saying, I agree, but Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, more so Barcelona and stuff like that. But those kind of clubs, it's what we spoke about before. They have an identity as a club in terms of the way that they do things. So whether it's the way that the type of players that they sign, so obviously Real Madrid, the type of football and players that they sign. You talk about Bayern Munich. You talk about the type of football. You talk about Barcelona. I feel like you two have spoken about this before in another stream about Liverpool fans, but also I want to know, is the club ready to be whatever they're trying to be? Like, do they know what they're trying to be now? I.e., are you trying to be, no, we're going to go out there, spend 100 million on Adam Wharton because we want Adam Wharton. No worries. If you want him, take him. In fact, any player you want, sign him. That's on you now, kind of thing. If you're going to go down that route, you're going to need to remain true to that route. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're going to need to, like, Real Madrid didn't say, yes, they might have had odd seasons, but we know that's Galacticos, bro. Like, that's what they're known. Barcelona, we know what they're known about is identity of football. Bayern Munich are kind of like a mixture of the two kind of thing. So Liverpool, we've never been here before. We've never been spending 100 M's twice in one window. We've never been a club that's gone. I saw the thing the other day. Liverpool have never won any trophy back to back since 1984. That's crazy. That's mad. So if we're trying to be that type of club, all right, cool. Then Adam Wharton has to play. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not dropping Tchouaméni after 5 games, or because I need to see if he fits it. I need to see if he fits in. Brother, we need to see if we can fit you in, like, kind of thing. Like, we're not trying to see if you can fit into what we're trying to do now. We need to try and fit you in regardless. So Liverpool need to just decide on what it is they're trying to do as a football club. Are you trying to be what En said, which is, yeah, man can get in Zidane, Carlo Ancelotti, De Zerbi, to Iraola, to whoever, and it doesn't matter because we've got the players. You just need to come in, do your thing, and then you can bounce, kind of thing, after 3 years, and then we can keep that kind of conveyor belt. Or if you then keep Arne Slot,
yeah,
I mean, if he doesn't develop an identity real quick, all that money you're spending, yeah, Liverpool going to be fucked like real soon.
Yeah,
because it will just go to, as Savage said, you're just wasting careers now. Managers sitting on the bench. We're not Real Madrid. Man can't buy Robin and sell him after 2 seasons.
Yeah, Man City used to do that when Guardiola came in. They'd buy the wrong fullbacks and just swap them the next season.
You swap them.
You know what I mean? Like that now we can't do that, and it's like at the moment Liverpool's quite lucky because whatever happens with Slot, he's brought like the obvious players. Like he's brought players that if you ask content creators, they would have brought them.
Yeah,
Frimpong, Kirk. Like I didn't even like Kirkers, but he ended up in the team of the year, so I'm guessing people would have picked someone like him to buy. Frimpong was kind of obvious. Verts is obvious. If you can get him, Isak's obviously, yeah. But it's going to get to the point where we start flexing and trying to buy these obscure players for a lot of money, which when a new manager comes in, can't use them. And it's like, oh, now Liverpool's in this situation where do we spend more money or do you have to work with what you've got? It's true, man. All of this will be rectified with an identity of the football club. It's very simple that way. But until that, because again, like, what is he do? It's early days for Slot, really. I mean, earlier than you lose your job. But what has he done for like our youth, bro? Like we've gone backwards with them.
Yeah, that's true.
We've gone backwards, no integration, and now we've been knocked out of a League Cup already. It's going to be less integration because less games now. Because now you're just looking at the FA Cup, and he's probably going to be scarred from the League Cup and then try and play a full team. So I'm not trying to bring it back to the previous manager. It's not so much Klopp, even though he was the one doing that. But the League Cup we won before this guy came in. What were Liverpool fans bragging about beating Chelsea? It was the kids on it.
Yeah.
There was about 6 of them just in the end of the game and then 4 on the bench or whatever.
On it.
And then but we went to the next season. One of the youngsters, Kwanzaa, you took him off Ipswich, you don't want to use him again. That's it. That's it. Bradley don't even count in that. He was already part of the team. That's it. There's no more. There's literally no more, bro. You can't use Rio and Trey because you're not using them. And then the rest of them got sold and slanged around, bro. Like it's kind of dark still. It's kind of dark, man. People have been letting him get away with that part of his job, and now that's part of his job. You know, he's a manager, bro. Like he's not just there to. You have to do all of that. That's it. You have to coach all of them. So for his sake, I hope he does better in that, man. But these kind of players, I'll have to be honest, man. I can't. It's exciting to get new players, but I'm not interested in Liverpool buying new players while this guy's the gaffer. And if he's going to buy players while he's the gaffer, buy yourself a style of play first, and then we can talk about players because you'll find out very quick if he gets a solid style of play that he sticks with. You won't need to buy the players. You'll find out that they're at the club already.
The team is just cooking with the players that you currently have. But yeah, because you look at what Tyler Morton, he is an aggressor. He is a deep line, someone that can distribute the ball well. But in the way we play, he might be out there drowning on his own. I don't know if, and chat, I want to get you guys involved in this part of the conversation. Like when we watch our team play and we leave that massive gap and there's only one standout midfielder that's in there on their own, say that is Wharton. Do you think he can do that job on his own in terms of the way we play? Because when I watch him for Palace, he always has options. There's always options on the ball, whether that's Kamada next to him, whether that's I don't know, a Saar like just in front. Maybe that's a Mitchell making a run as the wing back, or maybe Muniz, he can do a reverse pass down the line, or whether that's up to Mateta, he can clip it into him as well. There's always an option. But for us, the way we play, he could come in and drown, and I don't want that. I don't want him to drown. I'm with the guys when they're saying about the manager needs to check before we even think about even getting these type of players in. We got to find a style of play first, and then you can start adding these players in there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat, because it'll be interesting to see what the gaffer.
Yeah, it's kind of think about it. It's kind of proven so far, not a fact, because I'm not the oracle in that, bro. None of us are, but at the moment, what we're saying is true, because the only people we've seen him buy are the ones he's got this season, and he can't use any of them. It's not like we're just making stuff up. At the moment, he can't use them properly. So why would you throw another one in there if you can't, bro? I'm allowed Abdi. I'm allowed Abdi because he's injured. So if you can't get Verts to work, why would I trust you with Wharton, bro?
Yeah, for real.
It's got to be way easier to get Verts to work. He's already established, bro. If you can't get Kirkes to do the basic thing he was doing at Bournemouth, at Liverpool, why would I trust you, bro? Kirkes and Frimpong are the easiest, bro. They're not like geniuses of the football realm, bro. They run really fast and they deliver the ball, and then they run really fast and tackle people. Let's not complicate what they do. They're not like some marauding, he's a maverick and no, bro. He runs and crosses the ball and there's nothing wrong with it. It's what Robbo did. Robbo became the best at just doing that. You can't get them to do what their job is. Yeah, I don't trust you with other players, bro. You're gonna ruin another man's life, bro. You know, like that.
Big up Hakeem has obviously been a member for 8 months. Appreciate you, my guy. He says transfers don't always fix shitty teams.
It's
very rarely
true. Yeah, it's true. I mean, let's put it this way. Look at Chelsea. Chelsea are not back to the top at all. I don't care that they just won.
Chelsea had 47 players, bro. Remember that? Man said some of you can't train with us and that. Said Sterling, go train with the Mandem.
Can't train with the other guys. No, but Sav, to your point, maybe I don't know, because I feel speculation. The way I feel in terms, I feel like the manager is got his own way, but then I feel like the recruitment team have got their own way, and it feels like even though they say they speak together, they speak to each other or whatever, it feels like they're like far apart in what they believe and where they're going. Like the way the manager speaks, a Wharton would be good in terms of he's a controller. Slot said he wants to control games. That's where he came in and said that was one of his thing. Everyone defends, compact, players close to each other so we can find it. That's perfect for Wharton. But then I watch how we're playing and I'm like, if Wharton comes into that, he makes no difference. But then the recruitment team is getting players to play a more attacking, open, free-flowing style with wing-backs that can maraud, cross the ball in there, get strikers in, and we cross it, score goals. But then I'm like, but the manager somewhat wants to do that, but then also he doesn't want to do that. I don't know. I feel like they're just so far apart in both their thinkings. And then the way they're buying players, like as I said, any manager can come in and
I agree with that.
In a formation.
I mean, he obviously speaks a good game, innit, bro? Like, let's be honest. Even though Hughes used to be a footballer, and just leave Edwards out of it because he's head of football or whatever.
Yeah,
I ain't got time to just be watching everything Liverpool's doing, bro. Like, he's got another job to do, innit? So he's not really trying to focus on the way we play, I guess.
Honestly,
it's more of what the gaffer's saying. Slot obviously had his way with words when he wants something, because all the players that we got in said that, when I sat down with Slot, it just, so whatever he told them weren't the truth, bro. Vert said that's the reason why he came here, bro.
That PowerPoint presentation was
PowerPoint presentation, bro. You get me? I don't know, man. I don't know what it is, bro, but I do agree with you, and I think that's actually a smart thing to do. You can't just buy... You have to buy players what the manager wants, but also you have to think above and beyond the manager in case he goes on it, because football's just like that now. And like I said, at the moment, we have all the obvious players. So if you was to get a new manager in, I'm not giving that guy no excuse either, bro. You've got enough good players, bro. Unless you're trying to play the slow, passive football, which we can't do. Everything else is set up to play any other way. That's why when you like talking about three at the back, that's why it's set up like that, because you've got certain players. You want to play transition, counter-attacking football, you've got all of that. The only thing I think Liverpool don't have is that we're a bit weak for some reason. I don't understand that. Like, they're weak, bro. Like, all seem like tall, big guys and that. Weak as shit, bro.
Because Sav, they got that. You know what it is. You know, you played with players like this. G, you probably have as well. Even though you're tall, they don't really have. They're more like flair type of players. They just want to go and. We're not.
Big for nothing youths, bro. No,
big for nothing youths.
No, because they're doing something. They're flary. They get forward, score goals, whatever. Don't
but
roll
then
your around.
if I sneeze, you're falling over and breaking.
No, that's a lie. We're not doing that. No, that's a lie. No. No, we're not doing that. But
Bro, these
I'm
man-
saying they don't have that defensive bone in them. You know, like someone that wants to be aggressive and wants to tackle and wants to get involved.
Yeah, they're a bit timid, man. They're a bit
They
timid.
want to get forward and little silky touch around the corner and that's it. They don't want to. Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
because
have.
I've seen where like you see, and I, bro, you see when Gravenberch does that spin, it's cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's cold, bro. But I ain't gonna pretend like I've not seen him try that this season and lose the ball and the other team goes on. I've seen it a few times, bro, where it doesn't work, and it's horrible to watch, bro. Because there's no like aggression trying to get the ball back. It's almost like it's gone now, and it's done. It's done. It's the same when someone runs past McAllister. He will nibble at your ankles and that
Yeah,
face to face. If you get past him, well.
Yeah, he got the short
Ibra-
man syndrome.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
Ibra
you-
help me out.
angry in that.
you've got big man syndrome.
No, say McAllister got short man syndrome. Like
Oh
typical
yeah.
small
Them
man,
short man, they always have that, innit?
always mad and just crazy. But
Well, then-
bro, this
Sorry,
all goes back to what you're saying, Ends. Like Liverpool need to sort out what the hell it is they're trying to do. What is it? Because remember, I said it the other day about, and I only said it just because I heard Jamie Carragher talking about it, and it made me think. The Premier League is going back to the way that it almost used to be, 2010s, that kind of era, which is you're going to need some strength in the middle of the park. We're going a bit more direct with our play. We're not Manchester City. That should even just be the signal to everybody. Man City are going direct more often than they were previously. They're playing in transition way more than they used to. Why? And this is the team that has fucking Bernardo Silva, Foden, and all these other guys, and they're built to play football. They come up against Liverpool, who we are known for being just like little rats on the pitch. You know, we harass everybody.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting bullied. Like, listen, notice, I like Manchester City. I really do. I think they're a really good team. But there's no way you can tell me that they can be out here bullying Liverpool. That don't even make sense.
Bullying, bro. Like I didn't mind
Bullying.
Bernardo Silva too much. 'Cause I know he's one of them anyway, even though he's small. But
But
when
no
I saw
Rodri's
Foden,
aggressive,
when I saw
yeah.
Foden being aggressive, I was like, what? When I seen Dangly Kyle O'Reilly just dash him out of the way, I said, what's going on here, bro? Yeah, man. Pep Linda's on it in intensity, bro. You already know.
But now the Premier League, we've seen like, and listen,
We
I
lost
don't care.
identity, innit?
We lost
Yeah,
our
we lost
intensity,
our
bro.
identity, but it's like I don't like, and listen, I don't like me now. I don't care as much as I love stats and talking about it from that side. I don't actually care about this whole percentage of long ball. I don't care about that. I watch it with my eyes and I can see that this is what's happening. Right? We can all see it, and I'm looking and I'm thinking, Liverpool are. It's almost like we're trying to play a way of football that I wished we probably would have played like 3 years ago, when it was actually the time period to play that kind of football. Now that we've gone to this kind of football, we're trying to sign players who can play that type of football, ball to feet, as you said, man with that want to flick it around corners and all of that. Yeah, that's great. But these times, you can't do that when you've got Brentford centre backs at your ankles.
Nah, you know it's jokes here, G, because you're right. You know, like when we wanted the techie ballers, we went with the engine. Man City had the techie ballers. We were competing against them trying to win. Obviously, with our style and their style, they obviously trumped us way more than we trumped them, right? We could see it based off of the Premier Leagues they won in that period. But now we're like, okay, let's go techie. Everyone's like, nah, we're getting workhorse midfielders and man never just wants to run and tackle. We're like, we go with the tech now.
You have to hybrid it up, innit?
Yeah. We're going to be
that's the thing, like we failed to compared to Man City before, but we were so close to them all the time that our style actually worked in that. It was just that's when it really was fine margin, when it was like, no, in this game, if you just hold out and just get this 1-0, we're good. Now it's like, I reckon that in training, he's probably micromanaging these lot now. Yeah. To a point where it's, because I'm watching games and I'm like, yo, what you're talking about Guardiola and that doing, that's why I said when everyone was like, Man City's gonna fail, you got Pep Linders in. I'm like, nah, I can see the vision already. As soon as I seen Pep and Colo and that, I was like, nah, bro. He's got to an age now. He's like, yo, that Man City shit I did before, it's ran its course, bro. Let's pick up something new. Let's get new blood in. Let's try these different things. But when you watch a Liverpool game, I know you see this end because I hear you moaning about it all the time. You'll see a man on the ball, the space will open up. Man just like, nah, you can see on their face like, nah, but we got told to do this.
Yeah.
And then they just go to and I'm like, what? Like the gaps opened up and I can see Wirtz asking for the, yo, I'm like, nah, because the gaffer said I got to get to Virgil for him to do the Virgil pass to Kirkes and moan at him. Bro, he really looks like that. Why do you think that when Konate gets the ball, the same thing happens every time, bro? And he has to pass it to the front line. Our centre back, bro. He has to thread the ball. Why is he doing that? Ain't know what you got Verts for.
Okay. But also, Sav, that's why you have 2 holding midfielders, if that's the system, right? Yep. Or you have a holding. That's what we did well at the start of last season. We played through the holding midfielder, which was Gravenberch. We played through him. What we did, we held on to it, wait, and then we draw them into the full sense of security, bang into Gravs, turn, send it into the 2-8s, and we just went. And then we just went and created
the ball carrying. The ball carrying is one of Grav's best attributes, bro. So give him the ball and let him carry the ball. That's why the turn works. Because when he spun you, bro, you can't. It's done now. You can't get the ball off him.
And now we don't use him. We don't use Mac. We don't use Sobo. We don't use Verts. Like the only we even looked at the pass map here, like the pass here. I think who did you do the video on earlier? G, what's his name from Forest? Yeah, Anderson, I think he's the highest in the Prem in terms of passes or something like that. And then I saw the list and it's Virgil second. I'm like,
of course.
There was bare centre-backs. Lewis Dunk was on there. I was like,
yeah, right. So what? Every centre-back now is the one playing that. So what's the midfield?
Lewis Dunk's always at the top of the list though, every season. Yeah, like it's always him and Rodri and someone else. But we know that Virgil's passes are like, they don't do anything. They're just between him and Mamadashvili, him and Konate, and him and Kirkes. They don't do anything, bro.
So then, what is the So what's the midfielders' roles then, guys? Like, because obviously we got Tyler Morton on screen, and I want to like that's what he would come in and do, where you'd give him to him and let him, like when we see Palace, they find him so he can find the rest.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get him.
That's
what I don't want him. It's a waste of time, bro. That's why I don't want him, because you're gonna get him to do nothing, bro. If you got Grav and you can't do it, you mentioned all these attributes of controlling this and that, so you just describe Curtis. Don't want to play, man, bro. You don't want to give the ball to Grav, and Matt just stands around, bro. Verts, bro, this geezer, please peep that when you take long on the ball, where Verts gets the ball from, he'll drop into the 6, bro, to get the ball off you. Because it's like,
you're dropping into left back and that, picking up the ball.
Yeah. Oh, you're not going to give me the ball? I'll come all the way down here to get the ball off you then. It's dead, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, until the gaffer changes his ways and that, why would you waste your money as a football club? Doesn't make any sense.
My thing is as well, like, why not? I'm trying to think of the players that we've got, right? I'm trying to think of who wouldn't fit. Yeah, there might be some who maybe just wouldn't fit that, but I feel like you've got enough players in the team to just go a bit more direct and a bit like play a bit quicker. Remember the first thing he spoke about last season? I remember when Curtis was doing pre-season, because he was still there, and he was doing the press conferences. And one of the things, obviously, later on in the season, they're talking about was like one of the things he saw from Klopp, the way that we played then, was that we're always trying to look for the forward pass, whereas he wanted us to maybe take a bit more time. Now, I understood it. I get it. And if you got your reasons, that's fine. And it worked to a certain degree, but you also then going to need more players to be able to play that role, which is probably why you've then tried to sign these players. Unfortunately, Hughes, Edwards, Slot, 3 of you have kind of fucked up in terms of, but the Prem's going this way now. And we don't need that anymore. Like having these cute players on the ball is now a bit pointless. Like having Verts drop deep is so pointless. Like it serves zero purpose. And all it now does is that there's 2 centre-backs plus whoever the DM is on the day. They're like, this is easy. Verts will show you moments when he gets an opportunity. Yeah, that's calm. If I can limit him to moments in games, that's why he's on 0. That's why he ain't getting assists, because the reality is, as a team, as an opposing manager, I just look at it as, if I can just limit Liverpool to moments in games, we should be all right, really, because they're kind of playing in front of us anyway. No one's running behind. No one's trying to get past us in that kind of way. They're passing the ball at 0 miles per hour. I mean, my son kicks the ball faster than Virgil does at times, and he can't even kick the ball properly anyway. So I'm like, okay, well, the ball travels quicker than a human being. Why not get the ball moving faster to then move opposition out the way? A human being can't move faster than a traveling ball unless it's traveling at small speed. So why not just move the ball quicker, bro?
We make it too easy for everyone else, isn't it? That's our thing. We make it easier for the other team. Like any other coach coming up against a team with a bad boy number 10 would be like, if we nullify him, we can win the game. Liverpool nullify him. We nullify our own number 10.
Yeah.
So then they don't have to worry about it at all. It's very bad. And one concerning thing about Liverpool, and it's why G is probably right. Like, just find another way that benefits everyone. You notice that like our players, none of their main attributes is being a good passer of the ball. Maybe that's a bit worrying. Like, think of our first team.
It's true.
Normally you got the way he passes the ball, the way he threads the ball. Nah, bro, it's always like something else. So when you're trying to play slow control football when you can't pass, doesn't make any sense, does it?
And Sav, you know the maddest part here? I actually think they can do it. It's just it feels like they're not allowing them to do it. It feels like everything's built around trying to make the most minimal passes to get to the destination. But I'm just like, but they need to pass the ball to tie the opposition. They need to pass the ball to shift the team's formations to get them to open up. But if you're just going to go, I don't trust me punching the ball into Gravenberch in this space, I'm going to keep it. And I'm like, you can't do that in a game, bro. You have to entice the opposition to press you. You can't just stand there and go, oh, yeah, we'll wait for them. And then they're like, well, we're 1-0 up because we've conceded some dumbass goal. So they're just going, well, it's down to you guys, isn't it? If you want to play like this, we don't mind taking a 1-0 and win. And I'm like, so, and then we go into frantic mode, and then we go off script. And then when we go off script, I'm just like, yeah, this is mad now. Now everyone's everywhere. Someone's a striker now in midfield. Midfielders are in strikers. Right backs are now in midfield. Midfielders are at right back. Like, it's centre back. Midfielders drop into centre back. Centre backs are up front. Like, it starts going all over the place.
Is there any game, and you guys can tell me, I want to ask you both, right? In the chat, you guys can name as well. Which game, if any, can you categorize, as shit as we all think Liverpool have been, can you categorically say Liverpool have been popped off the park?
Like, we've been popped off the park.
That we've been just like where you said, bruv, they played some Barcelona-esque football today, and that's why Liverpool lost. If there is a game, they might know. Is there a game in your opinion?
I think there was spells in the City game where I felt that way.
I think Palace bopped us off the park. That's about it.
And which one of the Palace ones have with the 3-0?
Oh yeah, sorry, we lose to them all the time. My bad.
Okay, let me take out the 3-0. Let's take out the 3-0.
Yeah, the last one we got wrecked in, bro. Was it? Wait.
Cool.
No.
Oh,
shit.
the one away, the way from home.
I'm so confused. Wait. We lost three times to them already.
Yeah, Sam, that's what I said. You have to tell me what game.
Tell me what. I said anything. I don't know which one you.
What was the one where they had like bare shots in the first half? They should have won it.
The 2-1 away game.
Okay. Oh yeah, and then we played them after in the League Cup, and they bopped us around, boy. Like,
yeah, the 2-1 we got cooked. The 2-1, yeah.
I'm with you there. I'm with Palace and Man City, bro. Bopped us.
Okay, so we've just named two teams who we like, and that was where my point was. We've just named two teams that we know are really good at playing football anyway. Yeah. So they're almost like null void when I'm even thinking about them. But they're the two teams that you would say, right? Every other game that Liverpool have lost or just been absolute dog in, we're not getting popped off the park. No. Like, even as much as I'm criticized, man's not watching the game thinking, brother, this is like Barcelona versus Getafe right now. 2009. We're not getting bopped off the park. And that's how you know Liverpool have been dead, because it's not taking a lot to beat us. Like, Brentford did not play great football. They played some basic long ball, tough, typical Sunday league with the pub guys, and they just had a bit more quality than that. That's all they did. It was nothing special. I'm watching the games. I'm like, bro, we're not even getting like completely outplayed here. Liverpool having moments. We should be scoring. Man United game, hitting the crossbar, hitting the post. So we're having games where I'm like, so you're not getting popped off the park, but we're losing all the time. That tells me straight off the rip that you're just easy to play against. Like, at this point now, you're just easy to. We know what you're gonna do. You're gonna play slow football. As long as we can stay compact enough, Brentford can get a victory. Palace can get a victory. However many of the other teams can fucking get a victory, and it's not take. And that's what I think irks me, and I'm guessing Enz and Savage and everyone in the chat, is that we would understand if we was like, bro, we're actually getting outplayed serious. Like, these teams are having to play like I said, prime Barcelona to beat us. Fair enough. That means we've got to work on something else, but we can understand where it's coming from. Brother, we're not even losing games like that now. Man, just losing games because them man just want it more. What do you mean you want it more? Like, bro, don't make me slap you in the face. Like, how can you just want it more? You're a professional football player. You man have just won the league. you should want it way more than these guys to show everybody, so that you don't have fucking fat Wayne Rooney telling you about, yeah, okay, well, you man ain't doing it. Bro, shut up.
You man ain't good captains, bro. Man
You man
City
ain't
man
good
ain't
cap-
good leaders.
Rooney, man who's been sacked at fucking Plymouth and Birmingham and that. Bro,
He quit one as well after them man, jobs ain't for them, man. Coaching
jobs ain't for them.
Yeah,
Them
Tom
man
Brady
out doing
sent for man
podcasts
still.
and that. Rio out here doing podcasts because them man are not good enough to be managers. Calm, do your thing. But what I'm trying to say is that it doesn't make sense that Liverpool are not even getting outplayed and just losing. And when we're losing, it seems like with every defeat, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. City was the worst one, but it's City, so I'm almost like that can happen on any random day, even if you're 10 games winning and all of that. But the fact that we just keep losing is just, bruv, like, yeah, this manager, I'm with Savage, bruv. Like, there's no point signing Adam Wharton at this point because
to beat us, number one, just tell your team, one, be more physical than them. We don't get the second ball anymore either for some reason. So just be physical against them. And then we know their weaknesses, bro, because the gaffer keeps telling us every fucking press conference. So, yeah, he said, bro, talk about giving up. Man has no poker face, you know. Man just like, what's the problem? What's the problem? We can't defend set pieces. Okay, Nottingham, load up the set pieces, bro. Nah, what can't you do? Yeah, you know what it is, bro. I just can't deal with teams that play long ball. Brentford, load up the long ball, bro. What?
Nah,
it makes it so easy, bro.
Big up to the Shearer as well. It says big issue with the team development that we bought Wirtz and still carrying Salah off the ball. Can't carry both. Time to focus the team creativity on Wirtz. Yeah, I agree. Also, bro, I agree with that one. Big up for the super chat as well. No, I agree, and I think that's where we're caught in so many different ideas right now. We don't have a singular idea that we want to focus on for the next couple of months. It feels like every game there's a different idea. Every week there's a different, we play a different team and then he gets an idea and then he's obsessed with using that idea in our own team. And they're like, well, we haven't even got this part yet, Gaff. And he's like, well, I don't care. We just played this team. Let's see let's use what they use. Oh, we play that team. Like we say we keep conceding from set pieces, but I don't see us, we don't set up in an aggressive manner for our set pieces either.
Oh, we're terrible.
And then for our attacking one, we don't set up in an aggressive way where there's chaos, like cause chaos with movement. It just feels like the movement is within 3 yards. So
didn't we see that, like, what game was it where it might have been Villa actually, or Madrid, I think it was Villa. We'd been rubbish, and then all of a sudden we started the game and we had a set piece and the boys were in some different. They'd done something.
I was just thinking that, Savage.
They'd done something and we scored.
Yeah,
we scored, and then even Virgil's goal got chalked off in the other game, but we still scored. He'll change it again, and then defensively, I remember whatever it might have been Villa when I was saying to Jerry every corner, like, nah, they've changed something here, bro, because now there is zonal marking still in a certain area, but apart from that, everyone's got one man. I can see it a mile off, bro. Whereas before it was like space on it, but then what you said, just change it again, bro. Even though his style of play is shit anyway, bro, but at least get the winning mentality back. So if you won 2 games in a row, then maybe try and go with what you was doing before, get some momentum. It gets tiring, bro. Thinking that you're getting somewhere and then going 2 steps back, it gets tiring. Players stop believing in what you got to say. The older players they're too tired to even care what you got to say because they've been here a while. Now you're trying to let me try to get the young ones on board. Well, they ain't going to be on board because you don't treat them right. Now you just lost. He's lost, bro. So,
and that's why we circle it back to like a Tyler Morton. You go, yeah, I'd love to get him in the squad and then utilize his skill sets, but then we're not playing in a way to get the best out of him. But then I'm going, okay, maybe he goes, if I get him in, then I can build the system how I want to play through him. And I was like, then I'm like, well, you can't, because you have players that can literally come short, get the ball, turn and play it forward. But you don't play in that way anyway. If I saw that within the system, for an example, when we tried it with McAllister, you could see that McAllister could do it, but he wasn't strong enough with the aggressive press most of the time. We decided to change it and put Gravenberch in, and it worked perfectly. So if we stuck with that and then we go, right, we're going to get Wharton to come and do that job. I'm like, that would be cold. Still, you get him to do that job further forward, then you can get Gravs in more of a forward role. He'll turn out of there, plate forward. You got the traveling of Grabs, Sobbo, Verts, Mac, whatever it is, the combination, Jones, whatever it is. But we don't play that way anyway. It's for him to. So if he comes in, how are we going to play? And that's why I'm confused about. And I would like him to come to Liverpool, but I don't know. We'll waste this time. We're going to waste this time and our time. So, obviously, me and Sav had the conversation around Semenyo the other day as well. G, didn't hear your thoughts on him. I know, obviously, we know he's a good player, but again, another player that you think could come in and make a difference in our team. This one looks more likely not for summer, but for January. He's open to the move based around what, David Kopp is saying as well. So the conversations are there. He's interested in coming to Liverpool. And it looks like it could be potentially a January move. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it's a good discussion to have. And we do need another winger because we're not going to play Rio. He's too young, not trusted, not ready, whatever it may be. I don't know what the reasons are. That's down to the gaffer and his coaching staff to decide on the reasons why they don't want. I don't see it. I see a player that's exciting to watch, a player that you need to give the opportunity to see what he's about and then see if he can do it. And if he can't, with a good couple of games under his belt. And that doesn't mean a starting position. That could mean, can we see him for half an hour? Can we see him for 20 minutes? Can we see him for 45? Can we see him for 60? And then you can go, do you know what? We tried him against all of these teams and we're giving him the opportunity. He's probably physically not ready yet, but you can see that there's something there. Maybe a loan would be ideal. Less physical league. Let him go and develop, come back in. Then he's ready once he grows into his stature and whatever. But we're not seeing that. So Semenyo, Premier League proven, started off the season really well. For me, I thought we should have got him from the summer anyway and probably even last season. But we didn't. Okay, now we're here. Price tag is a lot more because he signed a new deal. I saw 65 to 75 million, which is another lot of money, another a substantial amount of money to pay for another player. But we need another attacker. Well, winger that's got the ability to beat his player 1v1 in our team. Because we're suffering because of that, in my opinion.
I would actually use him as the right winger and just drop Salah, to be honest. I feel like you may get more out of him and the team if you maybe just drop Salah for him. Put him out there on the right. You can keep Gakpo there if you really want, or for whoever. It doesn't really matter at this stage. But I feel like you'd get more just because I just feel like it doesn't make any difference if what you're saying about we need players who can beat their man, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying Gakpo is good at doing that like that, but Salah's no void at doing that anyway. So the reality is you might as well at least have one person on one side who can do that. Even if Gakpo has his one trick, cool, I'll just run that for a little while. Or if you're going to put Verts out there, he can kind of run that, maybe come in field, whatever kind of thing. I just think maybe that might be more of a play than, I know everyone's thinking, you just said they're left wing, but then I'll be honest, if you're going to put him left wing, you may as well send Rio on a 2-year loan deal. Just keep him at another club for about 2 years. I see. Yeah, because I see zero benefit of him, zero benefit. Trey as well, I see zero benefit of any professional player who's that age and is just sitting there in their teams and not playing football. You cannot, I don't care if any professional was to ask me that question, even the professionals themselves, bro, you're not developing, bro. You're just chilling. You're actually just chilling kind of thing. And you're playing with under two, bro. You're already past that level. So with Semenyo,
G didn't even watch the video. This is exactly what me and you said, bro. Said send him and said we both said send him and Trey out on loan in January, bro. Let's not waste any time. The gaffer's a bomb, bro. You just every time I watch them, look like they're on a school trip on the bench, bro. Just there like ball boys and that. I feel so bad for them, bro. Because you know what it's like. You know what it's like when you're young and you're enthusiastic about everything, bro, and you got ambition. You scored a winning goal for your team at the beginning of the season. And we're just talking about Rio. Can you imagine how Trey feels? It's even worse for him.
Yeah.
He's just not getting on the pitch at all, bro. Trey's 4 minutes here and 20 minutes there. Trey, no, bro, you're not going on the pitch, bro. A one Southampton game and settle down, bro.
So that's why, when we're looking at some, and I agree about what you lot. So that's funny that you guys said the same thing. But I'm looking at Semenyo, I'm like, you know what, you're a guy who needs to play transition football, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we're gonna play that. So the reality is that gonna help you at this moment in time? Like if you come here, is coming here making sense? For me, I would be like, I'd rather you just stay at Bournemouth for the rest of the season.
You know what I like about him as well, G, yeah, and it's. I heard Cal, big up to Cal. I heard him say that this morning in terms of we play a lot more against low blocks. So what would he work? And I don't look at him just as a transition player. I look at a player that can drag players out of their positions and want the ball in those half and tight spaces. Because come on, when we played against him, it's not like I know his goal came from stretching us, but a lot of the game was us compact, and then he just dribbled through or played a couple of 1-2s and received it back into good areas. He can shoot on his left foot or his right foot, which is always ideal as well. But I always see him getting, you got players out direct, like the Mane effect, where it would be congested, but a quick change of direction into a space and then getting the ball into the box. Better than what we're doing at the moment. Way better than what we're doing at the moment.
Yes.
And I feel like he will have that in his game instead of, I don't want us to just look at it as, oh yeah, only in transition he'll be good. No, I think he's better, way better than just that. And if in the transition, yeah, then that's a problem as well. And we do have a lot of counter-attacking opportunities, but we mess it up.
It's true. Honestly, like, I'll just go back to what Savage said. I just feel like with the manager here, bro, like the players that we're talking about are good players, man. Wharton's a good player. Semenyo is a good player. They're all showing that they are players who maybe can go on to the next level, wherever that is. I just don't know what this manager's on, bro. Like, I can't have the faith. Savage said, if you can't make Verts work, I definitely can't trust you with Semenyo. And I definitely can't trust you with Adam Wharton. That don't even make
with Semenyo, you're just gonna get the same. You're gonna get the same thing what you get with Ekitike, bro. They'll just it's individual stuff when he'll be able to cook. But when he's doing what's required of the whatever system this guy's doing, he won't look good. He will look at it. Yes, he's going to be a benefit to the team just because he's better than the wingers we've got in terms of taking somebody on. That's it, though. That's it. Same as Rio. Really, you could put Semenyo on, you could put Rio on, you could put Kaiser on, you could put them all on the pitch at the same time. But when it's not the individual stuff and it's down to the system, I saw that when they brought. I can't remember what game it is. We brought Rio on for like 20 minutes, bro. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, I remember that.
He wasn't even a part of the game. See, he was like, he just wasn't a part of the game. No one even tried to get the ball to him and that, because it's like, yo, we're doing whatever's required of us in the system now. Don't really do much. But Semenyo was a player on his own. Yeah, he's cold, bro. Like he should be a Liverpool player, but just not on the slot, bro. Like,
it's crazy because we're talking about getting in a Wharton, getting in a Semenyo, and then what we currently even have in the team, and we're still like, I don't know if this gaffer can get the best out of these guys. And it's not the fact that I know, and it's not the fact that he can't get the best out of them. I think it's what you've mentioned this as well. Sav, you said buy a playing style before buying players. It's that, literally, it's because we don't have an identity how we want to play. We're like, even if we get them, we don't know how they're going to be utilized as players because we know how good they are. But if there's no system or style to play them in, what do we do?
I mean, not now, but it kind of sounds like Manchester United and Chelsea. It's what they've been doing for the last few years. Now, might not like Amarim, but he has a system. His problem was, I want these particular players for this system, otherwise I can't play it. And the Manu was like, well, that's not good enough. We've been spending money every season. Sorry, he came halfway through. So now he's had to use Diallo, but it's working, and he's using the ones he's got. That's what happened with Chelsea as well. They brought all these players in. Potter, all of this, because I don't want these players, bro. We got the opposite, bro. We can get who we want. And this gaffer just don't want to change the system. It just doesn't work, bro. And that's just like that's like a basic 101. Anyone who thinks they can just be a content creator because you brought yourself a good camera and a good backdrop, you got no plan to what videos you're doing. You got no plan on your thumbnails and that. You're just gonna YouTube and think you're gonna get subscribers. That's the equivalent of what Slot is, bro. He's a content creator with all the gear and no idea, bro. Man got all the green screens and the new logo in the background, the 4K camera and that, bro. Man got the special Rode audio with the mixers and that. Then he comes on and starts waffling, bro. Bro, it doesn't work, man. You have to have a plan, bro. I want to know if he's got a plan, and if he has, it's trash, bro. Rewrite that.
Rewrite it. Where is this? See, I get the super chat. And we'll head out. Slot Moscow, big up to any second as well. Any seconds, big up to you. He says Slot Moscow, the way he treats certain players is just appalling. Bro, when was the last time Endo played, bro?
Fuck you know.
I'm just gonna say Southampton because
that's what I was gonna say, but I can't remember if he did play.
Oh, the last time I seen him come on the pitch was Chelsea, innit? Yeah, because that's where the last goal came from. That side where Wataru was. Thingy ran past him, innit? And crossed it in, and then my mum was at the back post. Esteban ran past and crossed it the back post. Chelsea.
When was the last time
he came on the pitch for like 5 minutes though? Like, it weren't long. We said Rio.
Yeah. Does anyone know what his man management was like prior? I have no idea. Like what it was prior to Liverpool.
We didn't know much about him. Remember, we had to do like some research and see what he was doing.
Yeah. I just want to know where all them people that was doing the videos during the freaking summer of that that year and were telling man, yeah, trust me, yo, this football, it's gonna be a madness. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that.
Do you remember what his redeeming quality was meant to be? That he took all these youth players. Remember, Feyenoord got rid of all their best players, and he had like, I don't want to make this up. I swear they said he took like 12 players from the system they already got, and that's why everyone started talking about Santiago Jimenez and that because he couldn't score goals. And then it was like, oh, he's gonna fix Nunes, bro. Man came in, done nothing with Nunes, nothing with Jota, bro. And the thing is, when you ask about his man management, the one thing you have to remember is he's Dutch and he was managing the Eredivisie, so he can have bad man management skills there because the Dutch people are blunt. They're used to it. They can't like the journalists are blunt, the commentators are blunt. Man are interviewing you and talking to you like you're a prick, bro, and arguing with you. You saw how they were talking to Henderson, bro.
Yeah,
tried to back him up, and Henderson had to go, "Yo, you talking to?" Like, nah, man, Hendo, you don't lie. You left for money in that. So, and obviously
he left for money.
He's managing Feyenoord. That's his place, isn't it? And he took him to a league title there. He's not a Liverpool guy, innit? So of course they're gonna love him. So it's like, yeah, we believe in you because we were nobody. You took us from this and done this, but you come to the Prem, and the only belief they can have in you is that you won the league. But secretly, some of them are like, you did do what you needed to do, but we also did what we needed to do and whatever. Now chips are down. What's your man management skills like? And you've heard the players already. When the way they describe him, say he's good. He's very straightforward. He lets us know what he wants straight away. But he's not overly friendly and that. He ain't sitting there at the canteen with them, and you know what I mean.
And I hear Ekatike say something about, you know what I'm saying, sometimes it could be a bit annoying and that. I'm sure I read that the other day.
I tried to not bring that up, but I heard it. I said, bro, don't get yourself in trouble with the gaffer, brother. Now you're on the bench. He said,
he tried to play it off as a joke as well, like as if like, nah, I'm joking. Nah,
have you seen that face that Ekatike pulls when they sub him off?
Yeah,
he doesn't. Yeah, he tries not to do it in front of the cameras, but when he gets right to the bench and they give him a coat, it's always this like, me blood. What?
Yeah, like it's like he doesn't want to be. Obviously, yeah, as you say, you don't want to show it to the cameras. You don't want to show it to the manager.
Yeah, bro.
But I can see I have that look sometimes when someone said something crazy, and I'm almost like, did he? Like, is he serious? Like, really?
Bro, the Man City.
I don't want to miss him. I don't want to miss him.
Imagine, bro, you're the only striker fit. A man took you off in the 55th minute, bro. The look on his face was like, swear down, I didn't look at the clock and see there was that long left, bro.
Now, Sav, when the sub was made and when you pointed it out, I was like, bro, it's the 55th minute, blood. This ain't a normal sub. This ain't,
bro.
So that
people
means
realize what getting taken off on the 55th minute means as a striker. That means that you went in at half time. He cost you, man. Said you weren't good enough. I'm giving you 10 minutes to prove something, and then he took you off and said you didn't prove anything. Get off the pitch.
Who did he bring on again for him?
Curtis.
He didn't even bring on a next striker.
And then put Vert up front, kind of. And I say kind of because that's his tactic. Vert, you playing up front, kind of. I swear that's what it is, bro.
Yeah, you're not up there, but you are up there. And I'm like, so all the defenders' jobs now easy. Like, oh, lads, there's no striker here. Let's just chill.
To this day, man, can't tell me why he brought Gomez on, bro. You can't tell me, bro.
I didn't even remember Gomez came on, bro.
See, and he brought Rob. He took Robbo off on the 50th minute while he was playing fine as well. Robbo was fine in that game, you know. It's not like man was cooking him on the right-hand side. He was fine.
Is that when he said he was tired? No, that was
Yeah.
game before, innit? No, it was the game before he said took him off because it was. I don't even know.
It was that game. He said, we spoke about it in the preview. You was right. I was wrong because I said he's short, but I was saying it as part of the manager. Like, surely he's not going to start Robbo. You just spoke about him playing 3 games in 10 days. And then he starts him. I'm like, okay, then that's fine. Then he takes him off and says, so why did you start him then? What are you talking about? It didn't make any sense. And then you're telling me that Robbo didn't tell you he was tired. You said, I just think he looked tired. When? Who ran past? Do you remember any point in that game when he's like, Robbo got cooked? Remember that Docky was cooking on the other side of the pitch? None of us was like, oh, God, Robbo, you look knackered. Skeezer said, nah, he does this thing, though. When we're losing and the ship's sinking, he just starts dashing all the man them that he don't normally use on the pitch, bruv. He's like, you lot are going to learn today. You're going to be a part of this loss.
Yeah.
Gomez, Endo, get on the pitch now. You need to be a part of this loss, bro.
He said, we got to take this loss as a team. Everyone has to feel it.
Nah, that's deep. That is bad man management. Man said we're all taking the loss today. Like, fuck that shit.
All I'm saying, this guy's so lucky that he didn't, like, this wasn't 2 seasons before this, because he wouldn't be here, bro. Because Salah would have cost him by now, and he would have been gone. You know, Salah's got player power, but it's dying down now because it's getting to the latter ages, isn't it? But Salah 2 years ago, yeah, if I speak, there'll be fire, Salah, bro. He would have got this bomb out of here, bro. So, you know, when Salah starts ripping off the bandage off his arm for no reason, just getting mad, that's it, kicking bottles and that. Virgil would have gave him that, you know, that Virgil dirty look he gives, man. Dickhead, bro. It's not, man.
Right, it's true though. Salah would have ripped off the back then said if I speak.
Yeah,
and then there'll be some cryptic,
I can't lie, we need like
WhatsApp message in it, like, oh,
yeah, bro.
The way we're playing, but leave it blank. The way we're playing, everyone's like, yo,
yeah,
bro. The way we're
I
playing.
ain't gonna like Ekatike might have to start doing a bit more chaos, bro. You know what I mean? You know that Balotelli type and that. Just have to put the manager on his toes, like dickhead, bro.
That would be cool. I wouldn't mind even seeing that, to be honest.
Yeah. Because the way Slot treats him is like he treats Chiesa and that like how Mourinho's treating Pogba. But remember Mourinho was treating Pogba like a prick for no reason, bro. The dirty looks don't want to talk to you in training and that. Looking the other way. Why did you send that text message when we conceded, bro? So, I didn't. So, yeah, you did. Treating like Brendan and Sterling. Don't say steady. I heard you, blood. Well,
Mentor, what did you say?
You said you heard what I said. Don't say steady, bro. I didn't say it, Gaffer. You did say it, Sterling. You did. I didn't say. You did say steady. Now you carry on. You'll be on the first plane back. Yo.
He's like, hold on. What do you mean first plane back? Where, man? I live here, man.
Because you can see on Sterling's face. I don't think he said steady still. Someone else said it and he heard it.
Someone else said it, yeah, but they kept quiet now, like they ain't talking.
Sterling, bro. Sterling. Well, listen, lads, we'll leave it there. Big up G, big up Sav. Their links to their channels are in the title, people, so go and show some love. Whether you agree or disagree, let us know in the comment sections as well. Big up to each and every one of you guys for chilling with us. Could get Wharton in the summer, could be getting Semenyo in January, but there's no playing style. So what is the point of getting them until we can see some playing style? Does just buying loads of players and throwing them in and hoping it works, is that the right thing to do? Or can we just find a solution what we got now and then we can add to it when we can see that there's an identity? Hey, when Pep Linders said intensity is our identity, we laughed. Well, some people did anyway. We don't have no intensity no more, no identity anymore. So, hey, maybe we should have. No, I'm joking. I was going to say something about Pep, but maybe you should have given Pep the opportunity. But I guess, nah. All right, G, do you have any streams or videos you got coming up that you want to shout out before we head out?
Got one video, obviously, the Elliot Anderson video is out now. I might have a video on my other channel later on today if I get enough time. Once I get back, if I get enough time, I'll do it. But if not, it will be out tomorrow anyway, regardless, on my other channel, another story time. You know what I'm saying? But I will also have another video on this channel tomorrow. It will be Tyler Morton tomorrow. It will be Tyler Morton video. So
okay, finally.
I couldn't really put that one off. Everyone keeps fucking talking about it. So I said,
yeah, me and Jerry keep getting onto you about it. I know that for a fact.
Well, I wish it was just you, though. I actually wish. I'm getting DMs from, what are you saying now about Tyler Moore? What? I'm like, bruv, like, just relax. You know, Let's do the video. Let's do it.
What about you, Sav? Do you have any videos today or coming up?
Yeah, I'm gonna record, man. Just subscribe in it. I'm gonna record today.
All right. Appreciate you guys showing some love. If you haven't liked the video yet, please do. Big up to the members, big up to subscribers, and big up for the super chats as well, guys. Appreciate it. Over and out. Peace.